smash that like and subscribe because today we're asking the only question that matters in Brook Hollow Park. Does riding a giant orb weaver make you braver or just faster at screaming? Drop your opening take in the comments. Are mounts the best thing to hit survival games since ziplines? Or did Grounded 2 accidentally speedrun past its own sense of discovery? Here's the vibe check. Grounded 2 hits early access swinging, new map, louder story, streamlined systems, and two absolute game changers, the omni-tool and rideable buggies. The omni-tool rolls shovel axe hammer repair into one context-aware gizmo, which sounds small until you realize you've stopped playing inventory Tetris and started playing the actual game. Then the buggies kick the door down. A red soldier ant that hauls loot like a six-legged U-Haul and chews through blockages, and an orb weaver that turns you into a silk-slinging terror with crowd control swagger. Add classed armor sets that actually push you into distinct builds, rogue dodger, tanky bruiser, bow brain, staff-wielding weirdo, and you've got meaningful progression that doesn't feel like reskin numbers. The new playground, Brook Hollow Park, is basically the original backyard after a growth spurt and a personality transplant. The overturned ice cream cart flips a whole region into a chilly hazard zone. A looming statue begs for a vertical climb. Cobblestone steps form a labyrinth that scratches that one more peak over the ridge edge. It's not uniformly magical yet, some regions echo Grounded 1's beats, but the scale and staging invite that old curiosity, just in bigger chunks. Where Grounded 2 really levels up is presence. The story is no longer hidden behind hours of bug wrangling. It's in your face, quippy, and actually propels you. The teens are older, snarkier, and their banter lands. Your enigmatic adult guide keeps the plot humming, while a masked antagonist throws down a gauntlet that gives your scavenger hunt some teeth. It's still a survival game first, but Obsidian brought its RPG chops to the front this time. You'll unlock systems via story beats, not just stumble upon them, and that structure helps newer players without putting veterans in a tutorial chokehold. Co-op is still the serotonin factory. Brook Hollow turns every grocery store picnic table into a heroic ascent, sending one friend to kite a mantis, while another dashes in on an antbag to rescue the loot is the kid movie fantasy this series has always nailed. And mounts change the social rhythm. You can actually respond to help pings in seconds, not minutes, which keeps sessions tight instead of turning into separate solo grinds on the same server. Now the spicy parts be sold. Mounts rule. They also compress the map. That means fast travel in spirit, less friction, and more hero moments. But also fewer of those awkward accidental detours where the game surprises you. Early on, you'll catch yourself beelining to markers and blasting past nooks that would have fascinated Grounded 1 players. Is that a sin? Depends on your religion. If you worship at the altar of flow, this is chef's kiss. If you're an exploration purist, you might feel the awe shrink a size or two until later updates add more biomes and blockers. Let's be grown-ups about early access. Performance is scrappy. Expect occasional frame soup near busy bases, physics tantrums when critter parts pop out of existence, and enemies getting spicy with collision, attacking through rocks like they paid for the wall hacks DLC. I had a couple hard crashes and a few my spider just Houdini'd into the ground moments. None of it killed the run for me, but if your bug tolerance is low for the wrong kind of bugs, you may want to watch the patch notes for a month or two. Content gaps are real. Creative mode is light right now, fewer decor sets and returning recipes than Grounded 1 ended with. So if your endgame is interior design, you'll feel cramped. Enemy variety leans on returning roaches, ants, and orb weavers, with flashes of fresh threats like scorpions and butterflies that fight like tiny dragons, but the broader bestiary isn't here yet. And yes, water kids, there's no koi pond scale deep water zone at launch. The roadmap whispers promises. The game you can buy today is a banger in progress, not a feature-complete sequel. Combats had a quiet glow-up. Heavy attacks have proper heft, perfect blocks feel meteoric, and the class armor synergy gives encounters a nice puzzle layer. What if our rogue goes poison fast strikes while the tank runs crowd control on orb back? The omni-tool's repair flow also lowers the maintenance tax after fights, which keeps you in the loop longer. Base building is familiar, serviceable, still fussy in places, and not the star of this act. Uneven snap points can make your picture-perfect base look like it survived a microquake, and some obstructed errors feel like the game is just being passive-aggressive. The good news is buggies make harvesting not miserable. Hauling stacks with an ant turns the worst chore into a victory lap. So should you jump now? If you love Grounded 1's vibe but bounced off its early grind, Grounded 2 already fixes a lot. Cleaner UI, better signposting, less tool clutter, stronger narrative spine, and mounts that make co-op feel heroic. If you're a creative mode decorator, or you want the full biome buffet with robust enemy variety and water zones, patience will pay off. And if frame dips and jank pull you out of the fantasy, give the team a couple patches to fumigate. Veteran game verdict. Grounded 2 is already the better game to play moment to moment. With smarter systems and a park built for stories you'll actually tell your friends. It's also undeniably early access, brilliant in places, bare in others, and buggy in ways that are not the marketing kind. Call it an 8-ish right now, with obvious runway for a 9 if Obsidian lands the content, smooths the hitching, and feeds creative mode. Now let's argue. Did the buggy supercharge Grounded or steal its exploratory soul? Which mount should come next? Scorpion, bee, or something cursed with wings? And are you cool paying into early access when the foundation is this strong, or waiting for 1.0 is the adult move? Drop your take, roast my build in the comments, and if you want more no-nonsense deep dives with a little spice, you know the drill, like sub, and welcome to Veteran Game.